Welcome back, guys, to the finale of the RCS Championship Analysis Series. Here, I will face off against Tri-brigade. Um, before I face off against my opponent, I want to mention some things about this game. The ending of the game, I feel like could have gone either way. Um, Perhaps you'll view it as a misplay. Perhaps you won't. I guess it's open to interpretation because a lot of it came down to an unknown card that I had no way of preparing for. But you'll see when we get to that point. Um, he's going to win the die roll. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! That's never a good sign, losing the die roll, but it is what it is. Um, he's going to open Ash Alpha Nerval 1-for-1. I'm going to open 1-for-Wall, Black Metal, Prosperity, Hospi, Nurse. So we both open 1-for-1. Pretty good, but he opened 2 go second cards. I didn't open any, and I'm going second. So that's never good. So we're just going to fast forward. He's going to send Alpha, Cobalt Sparrow. Oh, he's playing the Lyrilucs version, not Pure. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was Pure. Oh well. It is what it is. Summon the Harpy Conductor, Nerval effect, banish 3 for silver, use silver and Nerval for Appaloosa. Summon kit, or search kit, normal summon kit. Banish to 2, make the H-It Warrior Leak, and then make some more for send the Rendezvous and get the Wind Barrier statue. Formidable. Ash is always late. We're gonna Prosperity, banish 6, and he's gonna Ash, and that's just it, right? Like, I don't have any way to play into that board, so we're just gonna scoop it up and move to the next game. Here he's gonna open Imperm, Statue, Revolt, Called, and Crow. So Called is technically a go second card against this deck because it answers Hieratic Seal, but I drew Lancia. And Lancia is actually going to be more relevant than you'd think. So I'm going to go Striker, search Black Metal, banish Red MD, and he's going to Imperm Red MD, and I'm going to Guard Dragon targeting Black Metal, and he's going to DD Crow. So 2 hand traps. Like, insane. Insane. So he's going to normal summon Wind Barrier, set Revolt, set Call by the Grave. I'm going to bounce Wind Barrier and Red MD. Putting Tidy in my graveyard. I'm going to Prosperity. And I know he has the Called by the Grave. Banish Lancia. We're going to grab the Droplet. Put the other 2 back. Because with him setting, Caveman Beats will work here. I just need to play my cards right. So I'm going to send the Trap. Not Trap, Changeover. Bounce Parlor. And I'm going to make Show. And bypass all the unnecessary like precautions of playing into a potential like hand trap, and just go for show and like show beats. Show beats is what's gonna win this game. He's gonna Call by the Grave, target him, and I'm gonna chain tidying to dodge it with Parlor. Parlor effect to send Lorpar. He's gonna normal summon Barrier Statue, turning off Show, but I have Lancia, which will be perfect. He's gonna go into Assembled. I'm holding this Lancia. Like, you have no idea how much patience it's taking me to hold this Lancia, because I need him to commit to a play that requires him to put something on the board. I'm gonna summon back Lorpar, tag Parlor. Like, you'll see how clutch this Lancia is. He's going to crash into Lorpars. So now he's going to be able to summon back Assembled. Use Assembled effect. And he's going to activate the effect. I'm going to negate. And I'm going to Droplet it so I can negate and destroy it. Because I don't want to deal with Zeus. And now, he Revolts. Revolt is such a busted card, but this is exactly why I saved the Lancia. because he's gonna use Flaget, summon out Nerval, and right here, Lancia. I held it like a king. That was the best use of that Lancia I could have ever imagined. And so he's gonna link off. Oh man. So with Silver on board and he doesn't have enough life points, he's gonna go into Alpha, use Alpha effect, put back House, summon back Alpha. Wait, no, Alpha can only be summoned once a turn this way. Right? I guess not. So, yeah. So now I've pretty much got all the tools I need. So I'm gonna send the trap. He's gonna use Silver's effect. Silver's effect summon Nerval. Go into show. Banish the trap. Summon back Parlor. Parlor effect. We're gonna have show run over Nerval. Effect Nerval. I'm going to negate it with show. Go into house. Run over Silver. End of battle phase. Summon Parlor. House. Destroy Alpha to clear his whole board. And I don't make seal. If I made making seal here is a huge misplay, and the reason why is because I wouldn't have anything to do if I don't top deck a Dragon Maid. I couldn't kill him, so this was the better play. Absolutely, and I won the game. I had the Ash, which could have helped me in case he tries to draw into something really good, like a Nerval. I could have ashed it, or like, man, dude, it was just way better. I don't think making a seal would have been all that good if he didn't commit to a play. So here, this hand is like, it's a really bad hand, but it's played in an unfortunate way that I didn't know about this card. There's no way I could have known, and this card is what ends up costing me. He goes into Webbler, goes into Link Karibo, summons Kuras. He really should have just normal summoned Wind Barrier, but he makes a mistake because he says he declares Kuras' effect, then he summons Barrier without resolving Kuras, and I'm like, yo, resolve Kuras, please. Yeah, like he tries to take it back and normal summon Wind Barrier. Can't do that. And then he normal summons like he was supposed to. But again, he's like rushing a little bit. And I use Ernest's effect to summon out Chamber on his turn to get ahead a little bit. And I search the trap. And then he goes Wind Barrier for some Morglink with Judgment set. Right here is like the play I was talking about. I could have played this a lot differently. I don't know if I'd call it a misplay. It's just I should have sent Nib for sure. Instead of Chamber. But at the same time, my thinking is like I could black metal and revive the Chamber and keep the card advantage. But it's like, what good does that do? Because like I don't think this deck ever really plays into Nib. And like this is just finals jitter, so I wasn't really thinking straight. And the downside is I lose right here. Judgment. And like I have Tiding in the graveyard, but Tiding doesn't matter in the face of a DD Crow when I'm on the back foot. And it was just tragic. And like that's really just like the end of the game here. There's not much I can do. I just should have respected it. It's like it's a bit disappointing to go out like that. I don't think I could have won the game entirely Because even if I had the chamber and I made a seal during my battle phase, I would have just got judgmented on the seal there, um, and then normal summon black metal, and I could have made another seal. But like, so I would have had a seal regardless. But yeah, I really should have just, I don't know. I really wasn't thinking. I'll just chalk it up to like performance jitters being in the finals. Sometimes you just make mistakes. Like last game, I know for sure I made a mistake descending that tiding when I meant to send Ernest. Like even now, but that's just Yu-Gi-Oh. Like sometimes you just make a mistake. You know. It was a fun finals. All things considered, can't really complain. I've long since moved away from this version of the deck, largely because I don't like Black Metal Dragon compared to Dragunity Remus. I think he's so normal summon reliant, and it just kind of hurts you more than it helps. Anyways, that's going to be it for the Reddit Championship Series analysis. Thank you so much for watching the series. I appreciate your dedication. Um, Moving forward, I don't know what I'm going to be doing as far as Yu-Gi-Oh content right now. I'm working on Sulfur I might see if I can make that deck into something playable. Maybe I'll go work on Trickstar. I don't know. I think Dragon Maid is like in the best spot it's ever been. There's not much for me to say or do with the deck anymore. In the current format with what's legal, I think altering it anymore. Although I have come up with a list that's a bit pruned. Cut some bricks, make it a lot more consistent. So I should probably do an update video on that before I like sign off on that on the deck. For the time being, until like the format shifts and I can like it can breathe some new life into it. But yeah, who knows? Anyways, that's gonna be it for the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.